Why do airlines say they run out of overhead space? The available space in the overhead bins is less than the sum of carry-on bag allowances. And airlines will usually allow everyone to bring in a carry-on bag even if they know there's insufficient overhead bin space on the type of aircraft used. Passengers are not automatically allocated a certain amount of space. Commercial airplanes almost always have more seats than they do space for each passenger to have a carry-on, especially since airlines began adding more seats and charging for checked luggage. The fact that checked luggage usually costs extra incentivizes people to max out their allotted carry-on to avoid checked bag fees, which in turn contributes to there being less overhead space in total. There isn't enough space in the overhead bins for every single passenger to bring their maximum size of carry-on and stow it in the overhead. Flight attendant here. There simply isn't enough space for everyone. If everyone used the space under the seat in front of them, a big maybe, but otherwise, not even close. And it's a fight every time to get everyone to use that space. Because a very large number of people are selfish and only care about themselves. Coats, purses, small bags, goes under the seat. Let's keep the overhead bins for large bags that don't actually fit under there. Aircraft were never designed for there to be enough space in overhead bins for every passenger to bring carry-on. What happened was that airlines realized they could charge for something that had just been an expected part of buying a ticket, checking bags. So more people began bringing carry-on bags. I'd love it if the overhead space were numbered and allocated to everyone according to their seat number. It would end boarding luggage space conflict. Sure, if I have nothing to put in my allocated space, I'll open it up for others to use. But if I get to my seat and someone else's stuff is in my numbered space, there is no conflict at all. It should not be there and gets removed. Airline baggage allowance policies would have to be changed to facilitate this. Easier said than done. It's not just a bag people put up there. Coats. The stuff that fits under the seat as well. A lot of people abuse that space. And then there's that one dude with the 3 packs. A tent, 2 ski poles and a surfboard on his back. Have you seen how many people put all their stuff in the bins? Regardless of the airlines telling them no coats or personal items up there till everyone is on board, people are entitled. The real answer is because airlines stopped allowing people to check their bags for free, so now everyone tries to cram as much into carry-on as possible. When I was younger, I'm 42. I don't remember people bringing carry-on suitcases like they do now. It made sense when the current plane models were designed. The number of seats on existing models of airplanes has gone up with time, as they've squeezed more seats into them. Since more seats equals more passengers equals more money, the amount of overhead space has not increased even as the number of passengers has increased. So there is less overhead space per passenger. A logical solution to this problem would be reducing the size of the carry-on item you're allowed to bring. But this has been a standard a long time. Plenty of luggage models have been designed around the carry-on standard. People have purchased carry-ons at the old size. An attempt to change it would meet with a lot of resistance. Taking away the free carry-on would be another solution and would again meet a lot of resistance. So they instead go partway there and make some people lose their free carry-on, but get a free checked bag in return. Typically the people with the worst boarding group, and hence the people who paid the least for their ticket. I'm unaware of any statutes involving the carry-on standard size or everyone getting a free carry-on, but I'm not ruling out the possibility some exist. I was on a Southwest flight that let you check 2 bags free. There was an overabundance of overhead space. And boarding and exit of the plane was considerably quicker since passengers didn't have to get heavy bags into and out of the overhead. I mean, the overhead space is the least of it. Airlines routinely overbook passengers. It's a numbers game where they assume that a certain percentage isn't going to show up. Or in the case of carry-on luggage, carry a bag. Sometimes they get it wrong, but as long as the averages are profitable, it's not an issue they feel pressure to fix. The airlines are counting on a certain amount of people bringing only small carry-on bags or only personal items that store under the seat. A lot of carry-on suitcases max out the allowed dimensions, and if too many people bring the biggest possible carry-ons, there is not enough space. And usually the airlines offer free checking for max-sized carry-ons first before they make it mandatory. So it is recommended to keep items that are not allowed in checked bags out of max-sized carry-ons. Cause yes, it is fair. It is in the terms and conditions and a safety measures. Airlines count on the fact that not everyone who is allowed to bring hand luggage will do so. Similar thing to overbooking. Because everyone's not automatically allocated a certain amount of space. This is why you want to get on early and not late. They added seats by shrinking legroom, couldn't add overhead storage. Never used to be a problem when bags were free to check. Passengers being assholes and airlines not enforcing the carry-on rules. The last few flights I've been on, the overheads were full and the plane was only 3/4 full. Having to pound a bag into the overhead means it's too damn big to carry on.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.